everybody, it's Robbie. Today I'm going to go to another dollar store that a lot of you have in the U.S. because I know it's throughout the U.S. So come with me on another venture to another dollar store. So let's go. So I am at a Dollar Tree, and I know I've been doing a lot of 99-cent stores, but I haven't gone to a Dollar Tree. And I walk in and I see all these solar flowers. Look at this. And look at all the stuff. There's potting soil, especially if you're composting in place and you only need a little bit. You can get potting soil for $1. You've got all kinds of different blends of stuff. Flower pots. Shame on me for not coming earlier. All kinds of things for the garden. Look at this. They're so cute for $1. Okay, I have so much, so I'm not looking for that today. But look at this. Seeds. Lots and lots of seeds. These are $1. Am I getting seeds today? Betcha I'm getting seeds. I picked out sugar snap and I picked out some cabbage. I have grown cabbage. I'm not really thrilled personally about growing cabbage because I like the colored, but you know what? It works. It's fine. I might do it. And look at all the flowers. These are $1 a package. Let's see what's down here. Squash. And you know what? For $1 a package, let me see, how many am I going to get? These are the dark zucchini. So if I buy it this way, I know I'm going to end up with real zucchini. When I do my own seeds at home, I have so many hybrids. I end up with hybrid squash. But for $1, I might take them all. Let me see how many they've got. And let's see. I've got 1, 2. Oh, let's look down here. 3. I don't think I need any cucumber. These are cucumbers. You know what? I might get 1 or 2 cucumbers. Let's put these back. I know I'm kind of shaking you everywhere now. I'm just so excited because I don't know why I haven't been coming to Dollar Tree. Okay, so I'm getting 1 cucumber. Let's see what else they've got. So now you all are going to have to check out your Dollar Trees because I know they're on the East Coast. They are everywhere. I don't need oregano because I grow a lot of oregano. Once you start that, you can take cuttings and grow it everywhere. They got lettuce and pumpkins, Alaskan peas. I've got a lot of that stuff at home I haven't grown. Oh, let's see what's down here. Little marvels, different squash. I'm not sure. Parsley. I got tons of parsley. I don't need parsley. Sweet basil. Don't think I need basil. Comes up sometimes in the yard on its own, but look at that. I see they do have thyme, and I don't have thyme growing. I don't know if I need it, but you know what? For $1, I might grow it anyways. They've got chili peppers. I don't want to grow chili peppers, but I am thinking there's a gourmet blend of radishes. Now, my radishes tend to bolt for me a lot, but I might try a couple of these. Let's see if I can get you in the shot. There it is. And, maybe I'll end up lucky that something will do really, really good, and then I can just keep the seeds. So I'm going to pick through, and I'm going to continue to look around the store and see what else there is. But they've got gloves and all kinds of stuff. Guess what I found here? They have the Hummingbird Feeders. I probably showed it earlier and I didn't even see it. I'm probably going to get quite a few. Even though I do like the ones with the stand on it, I can still build a stand. And I'm going to get a bunch of these because I like having the same, so if something falls apart. I've got the parts. So I'm going to get a bunch of hummingbird feeders for $1. But look at all the shovels. I mean, look at all, and cutters. You can never have too many clippers around. I'm always laying them around and forgetting where I put them. And then if you want to put a flag, I remember years ago when flag holders were like $5 to $10, and they've got them for $1. So if you want to hang a flag in your garden. So I'm going to grab a bunch of hummingbird feeders and I'm going to keep looking. But I got a bunch of different radishes, and let's see. And I'm going to I'm buying all right here of the zucchini because I want to make sure that I have pure zucchini all over the place. and definitely sugar snaps. But let's see what I can do with the radishes. I've got different ideas. They do have a variety of parsley, the Italian, which is good for pots. See, ideal for containers. So if you're doing that on a deck, you can look for that. But you can grow anything anyway. You grow it the way you want it. Let it grow. So I'm going to look around, and I'm going to go grab a whole bunch of hummingbird feeders. There's my basket so far. Let's go see what else they have, because I'm sure they've got other stuff. So I've got seeds, and I've got all those hummingbird feeders. And I've showed you in other videos on how I make little stands for them, because I definitely like stands. But it doesn't matter. For $1, this is great. Let's keep shopping. They have more things on the side aisles. It's kind of all over the store, but they have those spinners. So if you wanted something like that, see, all $1. And those spin with the wind. Okay, I did not wipe them out of hummingbird feeders. I found another rack. I have to decide how many I really want. But you know what? Maybe what I'll do is I'll get rid of the ones that are starting to crack and not try to save them and duct tape the little bits together. But this is what I want. Look at this. Now, I know everybody's not into stuff like this, but this is like little fairy stuff. If you were going to do a garden on your patio and you wanted to set up like little furniture and little things, and the lady told me that people have been buying this stuff and they're almost out. And they're getting another shipment tomorrow in. I've never seen this before. Look at the little bridge. And the little seats. Okay, I don't know if I'm quite ready to do this. I think Gary would think I'm nuts. But I might. Look, I should set up a fairy scene in Gary's garden. Of course, then he may not speak to me. I don't have to tell him I did it. Let him think it showed up overnight. But there's all kinds of flower pots. I'm not crazy about those watering cans, but you know, everybody has their own taste, but I don't use those. I have different ones, but they've got watering cans, they've got wire baskets, they've got, everything. Look, you can even start seeds in this. If you want to put 2 of these together, of course you can get other stuff for cheaper probably. Let's see what's here. Oh. I am looking for something because I'm going to make something, and I'm going to show you all how I make it as soon as I find all the parts cheap. This may or may not work, so I'm still thinking. But I have a way to make some really cool things. But this is just so cool. But yeah, she said that they keep selling out of this stuff, especially the little fairy stuff and the little furniture, and people are coming in and buying it. Look at that. And then, of course, they've got all the stakes and more types of potting mix on the bottom. So find of the day for me, if I'm going to claim a find of the day, I would be the hummingbird feeders, because the 99-cent stores out by me, I've hit a few of them. I've been driving all over looking. They don't have them. So far they have not gotten in the hummingbird feeders, and I wanted to get about a total of 10. That's only $10. If you go to some stores, sometimes they're like $15-20. So not for this style, but you know, they're so cheap. Look at that. I have my drawback for me personally. Let me see if I can pull one out so you can see. This particular one only feeds 3. Now, I have hundreds and hundreds of hummingbirds. So I'd have 3 happy birds and then hundreds angry. But I still do use them because I put them all over the garden. The average person only has a couple hummingbirds, and of course you end up with the one that, since you only have a few, you end up with the one hummingbird that claims it as his own, and they don't know it's a feeder. They think it's a flower, really, and they claim it as their own, and then they don't let anybody else go. And then in a couple days, if they don't drink it all, you got to take it apart and wash it, because you don't want to let hummingbird food get moldy. So for the average person, that is perfect. That will be absolutely perfect. Hang a couple and make sure they're as far apart as possible. This way they can claim their territory there, and then let's say they can claim it way down there somewhere. And that's the whole idea. What they're doing is they're claiming their territory. And, you know, think of how small they are. If they weren't that aggressive, they wouldn't be alive. And they may also have babies, so they're trying to claim their territory and be more aggressive because they need food for their babies. There's a lot of different reasons they do that. But this has been really great. They tend to last a couple years. If you put them in direct sun and they're in the sun, you know, all summer, they'll start to become brittle. And what I've noticed is this cracks first, the bottom base cracks. I've actually painted some when they faded. But all in all, I've had them last a couple years. So I'm going to pick up 10 today. And I think that's really, really cool. And I'm going to still wander around. But I'm just amazed at all the stuff they've got. I mean, they've got a lot of stuff too. And I don't know why I haven't been walking into dollar stores. So let's look around. And I'm going to continue to look around the dollar store. It's actually the Dollar Tree. So let's see what else they've got. And look, you know what? These are $1. I will tell you something. I saw them at the 99-cent store and they wanted more than $1. So that is actually a good deal. Okay, I'm going to keep shopping and I will let you know what else I find. Okay, another thing they've got are metal hangers. Like the brackets, similar to what I have out my kitchen window. You just hang it up and it's got 2 different hooks. And this way you can adjust where you want to hang the feeder. So that's a good find for $1. If you don't have a nail or something, it depends on how you're hanging up your hummingbird feeder. So a metal bracket's always good. For $1. All right. Now I'm going to keep looking around. The fencing. Yeah, but I am just really amazed at this. She said this has been like the biggest hit. Like a little swing. Okay. Well, I just wanted to share a little bit of this, but they've got all kinds of stuff. Look, a little outhouse. Yeah, she said there's been a lot of people building scenes in their garden this year. And this would be, I guess a big thing is fairy gardens. I've never done that. So they would be buying all this stuff. Like you'd buy a little outhouse. There's a little wishing well. Oops. There's a little wishing well. Look, if you got, I have gnomes. But that clothes is too small for my gnomes. My gnomes are bigger than that. But if you wanted to set up a little scenery, I can see how adorable that would be. Oh, let's see, I think I just found the fairy. There's a fairy. Okay, this one's broke. But now you got the idea. Let's see if they've got any more. No, that's the other broken one. And she told me that they sell out so fast and new ones are coming tomorrow. All right, let me keep looking around. Okay, now they have got tons of containers that you could use to grow in. I have checked the numbers, and the numbers are 5. So with 5s, that's as safe as you can get. There's nothing safe in this world. I got a letter from California to let me know living in the state of California basically can cause me cancer. So that's a great letter to get in the mail. But anyways, so you got to do the best you can do. But those containers are really nice. They would make really good pots. Look at them. They're deep. Let me see how deep they are. They're deep. There are 5, so 5 is okay. Remember, we don't want 3s. Never get a 3. If you see a 3, that means they can use plastic with chemicals. You don't know where the 3 has been, the plastic, so do not get anything that on the bottom has a 3. But these, I did find the number, and it's really hard to see. It is here. Let's see if we can. I don't think my phone's going to pick it up, but it is a 5. So the ones that they've got here, let's see if I can. No, okay, no, it's not going to pick it up, but it is a 5. So 5s are okay. The clear plastics, again, remember, they will break down. This is kind of soft. So remember, if you put soil in it and you water the plants, of course, you're going to water your plants, it will keep your plastic flexible, and then it will last for years and years and years. So I would not worry about that. But I would stay away from the clear because the sun seems to penetrate that, and those just end up cracking. So I don't use anything clear, but I am just amazed that they have big containers here, and they're $1. They're not priced more, where I do go to the 99-cent store sometimes, and they do price the bigger ones $2 sometimes. So this is good to look through. And also, look at this. Remember the baskets. I use these baskets all the time to cover things. You can use these baskets. Let me slide this out. The 99-cent store also has them. They run out a lot. Now, you can cover a plant with this to keep your squirrels out, or I'm in people's way. Or you take the basket. I've talked about this before. If you've got a gopher problem, you dig a big hole, you drop this in the ground, and then you plant You fill it back up with the soil that wherever you dug it out, and then you plant, and the gophers cannot get to the roots of your plants and kill them. That's if you have a gopher or mole problem. So these work really good, and they'll last in the ground for quite a few years. So they've got a double duty. So you can either cover something to keep the squirrels off, or you can put it in the ground. So they have that too. If you're putting it in the ground, it doesn't matter what color it is. When you're putting it in your garden, I prefer black because, and they do have black. Look at that. So they have black, and black kind of disappears. The color of black in the garden disappears. So I'm going to keep looking around because I'm just amazed at all the containers, and I'm thinking of all the fun I can have. Okay, here's another thing. Look at this. It's kind of a forest green. Look how deep it is. It's plastic. It is a number 5, so it's safe to grow in. That would make a really cute planter. Just think, you can stick that on a deck. You can grow parsley. You can grow anything you want in there. So I have all these ideas and all these things I want to buy, but I need to get my patio set up. So then I'll come back and I'll get a bunch of containers and show you what I'm going to do with them. But they've got the wire baskets, they've got the containers you can grow in. I have been checking the numbers, and the numbers are 5. Again, 5 is as safe as you can get. So 5 is good. And again, as I always repeat myself, no number 3s. Don't ever grow in number 3. But I really like this. And I have so many things at home, but I am thinking about it. It's good depth. It would be really good if you had one of those tubs I use, those really big tubs. You could line that up on the top, and then it would give lift. So I'm going to see how I'm going to set up the deck because I'm not quite there. And then I'm going to come back and maybe pick out some different things. But $1, even the really, really big ones, that's a good deal. Let's keep looking. Okay, you know how you're all asking me where I get the black flower pots from? They've got them here. They're not all black, those are brown, but it's the same thing. It's the same size I'm using at home. That's something to think about if you wanted to grow in the flower pots like I use. I use them for lift. I use them in the ground. I bury them sometimes just an inch or two. This way it retains the water because when I water on the top. So they've got those too. That's really cool. Haven't seen those anywhere else. So we're home, and I didn't overbuy this time. I ended up buying, as you can see, a bunch of hummingbird feeders and a bunch of seeds. Let's see if you can see this. From the dollar store. And actually, this is from Dollar Tree. And I ended up getting, let's see, I'm trying to hold my camera, and let's see if I can show you. I got the radish seeds, as I was telling you there. I bought a few different types. They had different ones for containers, and I bought a whole bunch. And then I got my thyme. I wish it would give me the thyme that I need. Oh well, this time will do. And then I did buy the squash, the zucchini, the dark green zucchini, but they only had 3 of them. Everybody buys these. They're usually the most expensive, and you know, when you go to a regular store and buy them. And well, I shouldn't say it's not that they're expensive, but you don't get that many seeds. Even in here, I think you're only going to get about 6 to 8 seeds, but that's okay. You don't need that much. But I took all 3 because they're the first to go. They're always the first to go. I bought some Marketmore cucumbers, and they had a couple of the sugar snaps. I took some sugar snaps. That's so good. I haven't grown that for a while. And I did take a cabbage, and I grew some cabbage not last year, the year before, so I might grow some cabbage. And then, of course, the feeder. So that's what I got. This is another video. Don't want to get into it. Hopefully it works out. No, it's going to work out, but this is a different video. So I bought this too. I was quite happy with it. That will be in another video. But the hummingbird feeders, you know, this is to me the greatest buy for $1. I have a lot to say about it, but I'm going to actually do a separate video on that so I can get into more details, maybe real quick touch on the recipe and how to make the stand. I am going to include in this video, which you probably already saw if you're watching this, how to make the stand for it. But these are really such a good buy. And again, I like buying a whole bunch of the same kind because this way, like I said, I'm holding the camera and this. If any part of it breaks, you've got replacements. Don't throw it away. Take all your parts throw it in a bucket or something off to the side, and then if something breaks from one off another, you might have the part for it. But these are really a good buy. I am not telling anybody not to buy glass ones and fancy ones. Even the glass ones have plastic bases. Keep that in mind usually. But I think all in all, today was a really good find. I really was excited about all the containers they had there, and I've got a lot of thoughts on how I'm going to do this. As soon as I get really serious in the garden, I'm going to probably go back and pick up more things. I think I feel spring is here. Almost. I'm noticing little things in the garden. That's a good thing. Things that are suddenly starting to grow. Plants that are already established, but they're doing something different. So I think they know spring is here, which must mean no more freezing nights, I hope. So with that, have a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed yourself with me and my finds today. And don't forget to eat what you grow. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye. Thanks so much for coming along.